behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Palm Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got another great interview coming up in just a moment or so. But before we get into that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell if you haven't already. And anytime a new episode comes your way, you'll be notified, so you can check that out. And we always encourage comments on the comment section, so if you'd like to leave one, you can. Go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/PalmMashTV. And you can follow us there, inbox us, comment on things you see. And also there's email, palmmashtv, all one word, @gmail.com. And you can use that not just if you're a band or solo artist, but also if you're a fan. If you're simply a fan of the show and want to send us an email, you can. And we'd love to hear from you. And all of this is going to be recapped at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. In just a moment, we're going to have from Long Island, New York, King F.L.O. Very talented hip-hop artist, and I think you'll agree. And we'll get to that in just a second, and here it starts right now. All right, well, we're back, and with us from Long Island, New York, we have King F.L.O. Thanks for joining us, King.
Thanks for having me, man. You already know what it is. It's your boy, King F.L.O, Street Heat in the building. You know, we talk about Bully Breed.
Well, that's good. We're glad to have you here today. Well, tell us a little bit, because I always ask this question because everyone has their own story, but tell us a little bit how you got started in the music business. I mean, and decided you wanted to be an artist. I'm sure you have a good story to tell us.
Yeah, I mean, I've always had a passion and love for music. When I was young, I taught myself how to play the violin. That was the first instrument I learned how to play. I couldn't really afford one. You know, my family couldn't really afford one through the program, but I managed to take one from the school when I was a kid and just learn how to play it myself, just because I wasn't able to. So from there, I learned how to play the guitar. And then it just, you know, I got introduced to hip hop, and I just fell in love with hip hop. And from there was the story, you know, the story grows. I just, you know, grew as an artist, I always knew I wanted to be an artist ever since I started rapping, which was in high school. Mm-hmm. And from there, I just wanted to, I decided to take it seriously, and I just started pursuing, you know, different avenues on what I could do to incorporate myself into the entertainment industry, as far as music videos and, you know, graphic design, whatever I could. And I linked up with a video team called Street Heat, and you know, they shoot videos for every major artist in the game. Every artist that you see in hip hop right now, major artists in hip hop right now, we've worked with. So I started with them. I've been with them for like the last 10 years or so. And you know, I went to Full Sail University. I got my bachelor's degree in sound design. Yeah, I just started taking it seriously and you know, presenting myself as a business rather than just somebody who just raps for a hobby or something like that. Because I'm a musician. You know what I'm saying? I like to encompass different genres of music, not just hip hop. You know, I like rock and roll. I like bands like Nirvana and stuff like that. So, you know, I have a different way of listening to music. You know, as far as analyzing it and taking it apart, and you know, taking riffs and, you know, making them my own, and you know, certain things that, you know, I feel like that's what sets me aside and makes me more of like a serious artist rather than just a rapper or somebody of that nature, because I also produce records and make beats as well. So yeah.
Well, that's good, because as everybody out there knows, because I've said it many times, you know, that we do all genres on the show. It doesn't matter what genre it is, you know, country, rock, heavy metal. I mean, I do it all here.
Right.
And it's good that you decided that you wanted to be an artist, and hopefully you'll be around for a long time, man.
That's the goal, baby.
Well, what are some of the artists that you grew up with that helped motivate you and as an artist? I mean, I'm sure there's a few you can think of.
Oh yeah, I mean, artists that I looked up to in the game coming up, probably Big Pun. You know, being that I was born in the Bronx and I spent most of my childhood in the Bronx, that was the influence around me at the time. The Fugees, big influence. You know, a lot of New York rappers. Wu-Tang. I just grew up listening to New York hip hop and, you know, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, EPMD. I just have like I said, music just encompasses my life. So I was influenced by so many different artists coming up that I could just keep naming them. But what I know is I took a little bit from everybody. You know, I took a little influence from everybody and I used it and I flipped it and put myself into it. And that's how we got who I am as an artist now. So, you know, artists like, you know, Pun, the way he spits, or Big L, even the way he spits, like I like to be more lyrical, you know?
Right. Yeah. And those are some good bands, especially Wu-Tang and the Fugees you mentioned, and people like that. You know, Big Daddy Kane, I think, was another one. Yeah. I mean, they were all the greats, you know?
Right.
Let's say somebody's watching this interview right now and they say, I want to get some of your music. How would they do that? I'm sure that's on all streaming platforms, but maybe you have physical copies as well, but just let us know. We would love to hear it.
Yeah, you guys can get physical copies. I actually have vinyls of my record, of my album, God King, being produced now. So we'll have some vinyls for some DJs coming up. You can go to kingflomusic.com, KINGFLO music.com, and that's all my updated music, all my updated information, shows, all different content about me, videos, everything will be on there. But like you said, I'm on all streaming platforms as well. So whatever you got, Tidal, Spotify, whatever, I'm everywhere. Just, you know, KingF.L.O.
Okay. How about social media as well? I know you're on Facebook, but are you on Instagram, Twitter, all those as well? Or?
Yes, sir. You can find me on Instagram at The Real King Flow 360. That's Flow with no W. And Twitter is I am King Flow, Flow with no W. And everything else is King Flow. Y'all could Google me, man. I'm on it.
Okay. All right. Well, go out there and follow him on all those social media sites, and definitely go on all those streaming sites and download his music. I know he would love you for that. And we're getting ready to watch this music video right now. Can you tell us a little bit about it and what the title is? We'd love to hear the story on it.
All right, so this video was shot by Richie 4K, one of my team members from Street Heat. It's called God King, off my album, out right now on all platforms. Get that on kingflowmusic.com as well. This is the self-title of the actual album, so it's called God King. And yeah, man, it just came about by just listening to samples one day. I caught a sample that really kind of, you know, captivated me, and I chopped it up and made it into something that I could spit to. And when I started spitting to it, it just took me on a more of like, talk about real stuff. Don't talk about, flash or some braggadocious stuff. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about something that's real. And so that's where the God King came from, really.
Well, it is a great song, and I know everybody's dying to get into it, and we will in a second. But King Flo, thank you so much for coming on the show. If you want to come back on a second time and share something new with us, let me know. I'll have you back on the show sometime.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, no problem. And here it is, the song right here on Paul Mash TV, and it starts right now.
Yeah. Know what it is, man. God King. They calling me savage, I'm turning up. Believe everything that you heard of us. The image of God, my skin color bronze. The reason they hate and they murder us. They label us heathens and murder us. Misleading the people and burden us. God lead us from evil, deliver your people. I came as your humblest servant was. Born from the stick-ups, kick doors. They ain't give me shit, I had to get more. Nights on the 6 when I flip raw. I used to dream of trips and a big tour. Still with the grip, that was a dream, but it's real with this brick. Told her Rakim better chill with the drip, cause they frying the little fish, see if they flip. Ain't life a bitch, Cass said a nigga with $1 million in the bank. I reason to snitch, treason this shit, but we don't wish jail or no color mail, so free him and shit. My story, my glory to God. We struggle through glorious odds. I see through your corny facade, so ask me no questions, I tell you no lies. God King, I came from the heavens, shine down and rain on the peasants. All the pain that I made and the lessons I maintain in the game, and I claim all my blessings. God King, I came from the heavens, shine down and I rain on the peasants. All the pain that I made and the fame I maintain in the game, and I claim all my blessings. Did it, the problem, get it, I got him. These niggas ain't never gon' murder me. The gloves and the switch, precise with this bitch, mask like I'm headed for surgery. I come from the streets, a place you don't eat if you don't go get it with urgency. Hood rats wanna service me. Hope my brody get his work release. Get to the money and go. Never been funny with dough. All of my niggas they know when it's hungry as flow. I had to bum me his clothes. They ain't wanna see me level up. Bunch of demons speaking devils up. Speak no evil and I'm rebel cut. That's a different cloth. I'm a different boss. Everything in the darkness come to the light. Let this thing when I pop shit, then I'm on sight. Hit the screams like some rock shit, run for your life. I ain't like these young niggas that be dumbing for likes. You know the types, the one that's loud as a motorbike, but wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. You know what you write, my flow too nice. I'm addicted to the sound of the music, my true vice. God King, I came from the heavens, shine down and rain on the peasants. All the pain that I made and the lessons I maintain in the game, and I claim all my blessings. God King, I came from the heavens, shine down and I rain on the peasants. All the pain that I made and the fame I maintain in the game, and I claim all my blessings.